Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
S. Shankar says West not the bad guy in whale dig at China. Mumbai-Ahmedabad train traffic hit as Narmada River crosses danger mark in Gujarat. PM Modi launches Vishwakarma Scheme ahead of Lok Sabha elections. Union Minister R.K. Singh hits out at Bengal government for not implementing PM Kusum scheme. Hi, this is Khushi Chauhan and you're watching Pacific One News. The news web leader, your exposure to the world. External Affairs Minister S. Shankar said the West was not the bad guy as it was not flooding Asian and African markets with goods on a massive scale, and that there was a need to get over the syndrome of seeing it in a negative way. Shankar, in a recent interview, also made it clear that he was not batting for the West. He was in Thiruvananthapuram as part of the launch of the PM Vishwakarma scheme. I think we need to get over the syndrome of the past that the West is the bad guy and on the other side are the developing countries. The world is more complicated, the problems are much more complicated than that, the minister said. Train traffic on the Mumbai-Ahmedabad route has been halted for nearly 11 hours since September 17 as the Narmada River is flowing above the danger mark between Bharuch and Ankleshwar stations in Gujarat, Western Railway said. The train traffic between Bharuch and Ankleshwar stations in the Vadodara division of the Mumbai-Ahmedabad route stopped after Narmada River waters surged above the danger mark at Brigade number 502 at around 11:50 p.m. on Sunday. Western Railway's Chief Prosumit Thakur told. Heavy rains lashed many parts of Gujarat, flooding low-lying areas and cutting off several villages as Narmada and other rivers were in full speed. With less than a year left for the Lok Sabha polls, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the 13,000 crore rupees Vishwakarma scheme, extending benefits to artisans primarily belonging to the other backward classes of the lower strata and the Dalit castes. It's estimated that the scheme will benefit about 3 million families of traditional artisans and craftsmen across 1.5 dozen small-time occupations. They include weavers, goldsmiths, blacksmiths, laundry workers, barbers, carpenters, boat makers, small tool makers, potters, cobblers and masons. Inaugurating the scheme and a Modern India International Convention and Expo Centre, Yashobhumi, in Dwarka on Vishwakarma Day, the Prime Minister said he was dedicating it to every labourer, every Vishwakarma or artisan of the country. Union Minister R.K. Singh criticized the West Bengal government for not implementing the PM Kusum scheme, which could have helped farmers by way of lower power cost. The scheme envisages installation of solar panels for running irrigation pumps, which are usually operated with diesel. Singh, the Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy, said under the scheme, the centre provides 30% assistance as viability gap funding. With this viability gap funding, solar power generation cost would come down and farmers can benefit from lower electricity tariff. But the Bengal government has not implemented it, Singh said here. Taiwan told China to stop its destructive unilateral actions after more than 100 Chinese warplanes and 9 Navy ships were detected in areas around the self-ruled island. Beijing claims Taiwan as its own territory to be seized one day by force if necessary and has ramped up diplomatic and military pressure on Taipei in recent times. Taiwan's defense ministry described the number of warplanes detected in 24 hours as a recent high, while Beijing has so far refrained from issuing any official comment on the sorties. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
The political situation was all right.
हर कीमत पर भारत की एकता अखंडता की रक्षा की जाएगी.
Who? What? When? Why? Your curiosity is our priority. Who trumped the political tussle? Who showed their power muscle? Scaling new peaks in science and tech. Are they keeping the global warming in check? From foreign policies to international disputes, we keep an eye on India's rise to superpower. We bring you news as is. No opinions, no agenda, no masala. Keep calm and access top stories right in your palm. We bring you news that you can
के
use.
हालात को देखते हुए देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा।
Cruising through the alleys, towns and metros. Every moment of importance. From geopolitical moves to hyper-local news. We bring you what's happening in India. New outlook, new thoughts, news with the views. Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
So we are back after a break, now moving ahead. Union Home Minister Amit Shah hit out at political parties pursuing vote bank politics for ignoring the celebration of Telangana Liberation Day on September 17, despite the formation of a separate state. Without naming any particular political party, Shah said these parties are uncertain whether they should celebrate the day or not. Let me remind them that the political parties that are worried and those who turn away from history will realize people will turn away from them. Shah was addressing a gathering at the parade grounds where the Government of India for the second year running celebrated the liberation of the then Hyderabad state on September 17, 1948. Congress former chief Sonia Gandhi announced 6 guarantees in poll-bound Telangana during an elections rally near Hyderabad. Addressing a rally in Tukkuguda near Hyderabad, Gandhi said that we are announcing 6 guarantees and we are committed to fulfill each one of them. 2,500 rupees per month financial assistance will be given to women in Telangana under the Mahalakshmi scheme. Gas cylinders at 500 rupees and free travel for women in TSRC buses across the state. To fulfill the aspirations of the people of Telangana, we are announcing 6 guarantees and we are committed to fulfill each one of them, she said, explaining some of the guarantees. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has asked various airport operators to take necessary steps to curb congestion during the upcoming festive season and winter peak travel. Officials familiar with developments said Scindia has also held a meeting with all stakeholders in this regard. However, Civil Aviation Ministry officials pointed out that the primary focus of the meeting was to augment capacity of major airports in the country. The meeting held on Wednesday focused on capacity augmentation of 6 major airports, one of the officials present in the meeting said, requesting anonymity. Rapper Mika Singh has finally opened up on why he did not marry Akansha Puri. Mika chose Akansha Puri as his life partner on the reality show Swayamvar. Mika devotee last year. In a recent interview, Mika said that soon after the show, they realized that they were not meant to be together. Mika told that he really wanted to get married and even his friends were pressuring him to do so. Therefore, he decided to be a part of Swayamvar Mika devotee. However, after choosing Akansha as my companion, I realized that we were not meant to be with each other, he said. Tamil star Dhanush was the special guest at his assistant Anand's wedding over the weekend. He wished the newlyweds and even posted for pictures with them. Pictures of the actor with the couple were shared on social media by his fan pages. Dhanush arrived for the wedding celebrations in a beige shirt, blue jeans and a blue cap. He also had a thick moustache in pictures. He was accompanied by Ken Karunas, his co-star from Asuran. Dhanush shook hands with the groom as the bride smiled looking at the actor. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.